Well, hi there. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the second free response prep question in Unit 4, which is about market structures. And this question is the third question from AP Micro 2021. Remember, you can always look at the scoring guidelines for these questions by looking them up online. Google search AP Micro 21 scoring guidelines. Now this says, the diagram shows the market for corn in the country of Microland. Corn is produced and sold in a constant cost, perfectly competitive market. Calculate the total revenue earned by farmers in the market price. Show your work. So based on this graph, we know that they're producing 50 units at a price of 5. So for part A, I'm going to say 50 times $5 equals 250. That's the price times the quantity. Not too bad. Then we have B1. B1 says, in an attempt to assist corn farmers, the government sets a $7 price floor on corn. So the price floor up here at 7, we can go ahead and draw on our graph. That's our price floor. And we see now that the intercepts at quantity supplied are going to be at 70 and quantity demanded is going to be at 30. So the next thing says how many bushels of corn will be exchanged. Well, if there's only 30 units that are being demanded, that's the number of units that actually are going to be exchanged. B2, calculate the deadweight loss associated with the price floor. Show your work. So we know that the equilibrium, the allocative efficient point would be where supply and demand are. But we're only producing 30 units. And so the deadweight loss is the area of this triangle. So we're going to find that area. The height of the triangle and the base of the triangle are the tools here. We've got 7 to 5, that's 2. And then the base of this triangle is 20. They end up being the same height if we do the bottom portion of this triangle as 2 and then 20. So 2 times 20 is, 40. Yeah, 2 times 20. So we're going from 50 to 30, 2 times 20. So we say 2 times 20 equals $40. And these are denominated in dollars because they're lost surplus, it's lost value of transactions that would be happening. Now it says assume the government agrees to buy the unsold quantity at $7. Calculate the producer surplus, show your work. So if we know that they're actually buying this amount right here, the number of transactions that's actually happening is 70, and the farmers are getting $7, then we actually find the producer surplus from this point all the way down to that 0 point all the way up here. So the height of the triangle is 7, and the base of the triangle goes all the way over to 70. So B3, and we're going to say 7 times 70, but then we're going to have to divide that by 2 because it is a triangle in this whole area. And so that's going to be 490 divided by 2. And so 45 plus 200, so that's $245. And so that's how we find our area here is, again, going all the way down and then all the way up and over. And it's because these units are getting purchased by the government at $7 that we would go all the way over here. Assume the price floor in the government buying program remains in effect. In addition, assume the demand for corn does not change. In the long run, will the quantity of corn purchased by the government go up, down, or remain the same? Explain. This requires you to think a little bit about what's happening in this market. Allocative efficiency would be happening at 5 and 50. And that would be the point where the producers would be breaking even. But the government has stepped in and made the product more expensive. And so that means the actual Mr. DARP has risen as well. If we were to draw over here a firm graph, well, we would have our little Mr. DARP, and now Mr. DARP's moved up. And that would have caused the firm to actually earn profit. As a result of the firms earning profit, more firms will enter. So we would say, will the quantity of corn purchased by the government increase, decrease, or remain the same? Explain. Well, it's going to increase because firms will enter the market in response to profit. And so as those new firms produce more units, there's going to be a rightward shift of the supply curve, and that's actually going to cause there to be more units produced, and therefore the government's going to end up actually buying more units. So hopefully this helped you understand a little bit of the basics of FRQ Prep 2. I'll see you next time.